You know, it's kind of ironic. When you are single for so long and then you finally find yourself in a relationship, some of those things that you've been learning in the midst of your single loneliness phase have to be checked at the door, right? Because when you are single, you are doing one of two things. You're trying to figure out what about you is the problem and what about everyone else is the problem. And for those of you that are really struggling in the dating world, you find that more people are focused on the latter. What's wrong with everybody else? But I want to bring the attention back to yourself. What's wrong with you, right? Because one of the biggest mistakes that a lot of y'all, especially you young people, are doing is you are following the wrong people for advice. Why are you listening to single and chronically single people about good relationship advice? Why are you going to chronically single people for relationship advice? Would you trust the homeless man for money advice? Would you trust a skinny chef? Would you trust a tattoo artist that had 0 tattoos on their body? Now, of course, there's exceptions to the rules, but you see what I'm saying, right? It doesn't make sense. Why are you listening to the person that's been divorced 47 times? Why are you listening to the person that says that he's a high-value male, but then he gets ousted for messing with prostitutes? He's so high value, women are flocking to be with him, but he still has to pay for some pussy. Why are you want to be a good wife one day, you want to be a wife and a mother, but you're listening to the loudmouth chick that thinks that the louder she yells, the more right she is? Why are you listening to your single girlfriend that every time you get into a relationship, she's trying to poke every single hole and find every single flaw in that individual because she don't want to see you be great? I've been saying this since the beginning, maybe some old trauma speaking, but ladies, your girlfriends are the worst people to be with sometimes. Your girlfriends are the ones that be holding you back. And the same thing's for dudes, but I think that's a specifically a female problem. Oh, he ain't all that, he did this. And it be your own girlfriends that be sliding to your boyfriend's DMs. Like, bro, it's crazy work out here, dog. But it's just so weird. We have too many young people, especially growing up in this digital age, that don't know the right people to follow. You are listening to someone that cannot hold down a relationship. You are listening to someone that has become a facade, a whole character. I have been saying this since the beginning. These red pill dudes have started off, I believe, and I've seen some of them, I've seen the change in so many red pill manosphere channels. They start off doing good. They start off wanting to help young men. Young men, wake up at 4 o'clock, exercise, take cold showers, semen retention, all these different things that you can do. And it always starts off so good. But then the internet infects the message. And you have to get those clicks, you have to get those views, you have to use the controversy. So as we've seen, what was it, the No Name Nobody podcast, Fresh and Fits, alpha male channels, whatever, blah, 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 alpha male, alpha male, alpha male. You see that they go from helping young men to discrediting women, to starting to shit on women. And then it gets further justified because you see an articulate alpha male, who's been regurgitating the same message over and over, debate with these Instagram OnlyFans bimbos. So you're expecting a high level intellectual conversation with someone that's prepared versus a girl that puts her pussy online for $4.99 and you expect to have a high level conversation. Do either side of that conversation represent a good example of a relationship? No. And then if you were to take that logic, okay, you took everything that man was saying, and it's like, okay, so women are supposed to be submissive, and the reason that they do like this because women are only attracted to money, and blah, 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 blah. First of all, let's just back up. For all of you guys taking this advice, be honest. Be very honest, young men. When's the last time you've been in a relationship that wasn't in high school? You see what I'm saying? A lot of y'all don't realize that you're still children. Like, I know that if it's like, hopefully I never have to get back in the dating pool. Hopefully I'm done. You know what I'm saying? But like, I couldn't date anyone. Like, I'm 30 now. The youngest, and that's still pushing it. The youngest I could ever date is like 25, 26. And she'd have to be the most mature 25, 26-year-old I've ever met. You see? Because what y'all don't realize, young people, men and women, young men, young women, your brains aren't even done developing until 25. And a lot of y'all just keep on soaking in these stupid ass messages. And then when you get into a relationship or you get into something that you think might turn into a relationship, you have all these dumb ass, toxic ass ideas floating around in your mind from these people that you're admiring and idolizing when they are giving you terrible advice. Young men, you do not need to sleep with 20 women to be a so-called alpha male. You don't. In all actuality, you gain value when you, the male, can resist sexual temptation. I'm telling you, just from, like, I'm a little bit autistic, so I miss cues left and right. But like, I've seen it where it drives women crazy when they want to get they want to get frisky. They on that time, and you like, wait, you want to fuck? I just met you. I've had this exact conversation. It's like, yo, I don't even know enough about you. Like, and you want me to be in your guts? That's weird to me, you know? But then that's also when young ladies, when y'all face that rejection for the first time, especially, y'all get really mad. Oh, if he don't want to fuck, that means he's scared. He actually probably gay, ladies. And I've gotten that exact spiel before. Oh, you gay because you don't want to be. I'm gay because I don't want to fuck your dirty ass. No, I'm not gay. I'm smart. Like, what are we talking about here? It's like I value myself. It's like I see myself at a high level. I can't see myself as someone that talks like that. I dodged a bullet. You see what I'm saying? It's just one of those things. That's what this video is about, man. Like, start like elevating young people. Go watch old couples, bro. They're the ones that figured it out. They figured it out. They are happily married. They've been married for 10 years, 20 years, 25 years. They can give you the advice you need to hear. Stop listening to these emotionally damaged so-called. Some of them are young, but some people are just stunted developmentally. Y'all like Drake. Like, Drake is a 40-something-year-old, late 30s, 40-something-year-old man bitching and complaining that 25-year-olds acting like a 25-year-old. Stop idolizing the wrong people, bruh. Stop. Look past the glitz and the glamour. Look past the fancy podcast setup. Look past the fancy done-up hair. Look past the so-called alpha males that have to be prim and proper and they spend more time in the mirror than a woman. It's like, please, like, think about this type of stuff. That dude's single. This dude spends his whole life bitching and complaining about women. Why are you listening to him? Ladies, this woman is spending her whole life bitching and complaining about how niggas ain't shit. Stop listening. These are negative people that will give you a negative mindset. I'm just trying to help, bro, because now that I'm in a relationship, I feel more qualified. You know, even before then, I was giving solid advice. Now, there's some things I've had to walk back, and you realize like these mature things that your mama and daddy been telling you your entire life. But some of them things, I'm like, nah, I got some stuff figured out, even not being in a relationship. So I just wanted to warm us up with that. Let me know what y'all think, because some of the damage that's being done to the younger generations is going to be insufferable to deal with in the future. Till next one.